Final Fantasy Tactics is one of the greatest games in history. Chances are most of you watching this have played this game at least once, and with Square Enix remastering some games as of late, there might be a chance this game gets the same treatment. Even though there was that War of the Lions release back in 2007, people seem to forgot about. As someone who has played the game extensively on the PS1, PSP, and even on my PC through emulation, I bring to you all, yet again, another Final Fantasy Tactics video, but this time on 10 things every master of this game would need to be the definitive version of the game. Let me know in the comments what you think it will need. I'm curious, because I'm saving the best for last. Here we go. Starting off at number 10 would be the superior sounds from the PS1 version of the game, and also to have soundtrack options. Now I'm not sure about you, but I miss the old sounds of many things. But to save on time, I'm just going to do two comparisons. One of Gafgarian's signature attack, Night Sword, and the Lucavi transformation. Let's listen to this comparison. Alright, I don't know about you, but the PS1 version is just heaven in my ears, so they should add these sounds. And because nearly all remastered versions of a game had a new soundtrack added, I also would like an option in to switch between the new soundtrack and the old, like how the Spyro Reignited trilogy did with their game, so people can enjoy both the old and the new sounds. It's something for all players. Number 9 on my list would be to have FFT available on all platforms, like things such as Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PC, and so on. More people can enjoy it, and also more sales across the board for the game. It is a win-win situation for not only the fans, but Square Enix as well. For my number 8, it might not be that popular with a lot of people, but I want to see more artwork and official artwork. When War of the Lions was released, we got to see some beautiful masterpieces done by Akihiko Yoshida. I'd love to see more of these. As for official artwork, I'd also love to see full-on picture of others like Beowulf, Delita in his Chapter 4 King armor, because all we have are just sketches or in-game portraits and sprites. My number 7 is a quality of life feature. It would be an increased party roster. Not how many units we can have deployed, but how many we can keep around. While the increase in the PSP remake was awesome with us being able to have 24 characters, why not let us have access to more like 40 or even 50? It would be awesome, especially for all of us monster and animal lovers out there. Coming in at number 6 would be no ability slowdown and no extreme fast forward on abilities. I'm sure most of you played it on PSP and also mobile. On the PSP, it was just way too slow, and on mobile, it was too fast. Let's meet in the middle and have it like the good old PS1 days. Or number 5, to give us the classical feel of the game that most of us veterans liked, bring us back the ability quotes. Sometimes when using skills, the character would have some dialogue or text before the action takes place. Something minor in life, but sometimes it's all about the small things. I'm kind of putting two things in here, but they kind of go hand in hand. Number 4, for increased quality of life purposes, the option to retreat in random battles, and also the option to skip cutscenes. I'm not sure about you guys, but I always get into random encounters, and at times it can be annoying, especially when I just want to do a side quest or get through the main story. This would also be great for people who just want to do low-level challenge runs, people who want to only enjoy the gameplay, and for speedrunners to skip scenes so they don't have to keep resetting or having to use save states when they get into a random battle. I still save scum at times though. Now for number 3, more animated cutscenes, how they did in the War of the Lions, but also adding characters important to the plot like Mustadio, Orlando, Oran, and more Agrias and Ovelia would be nice. I'd love to see one with Mustadio running away in Zaylan, with him being voiced and using a gun. It made zero sense they did something so important for Balthier and Luso, as they were just minor and cameo appearances in the game. Number 2, I wanted to keep balance changes out of this, and having a simple re-release is more than enough to satisfy me and most fans out there. But for the love of Saint Ajora, one thing I would like is for Ultima to be a very viable spell without min-maxing through the Degenerator trap, because it was an utter disappointment. Lastly, for number 1, to truly make this game the definitive experience, bring back Rendezvous and Melee mode options. Rendezvous had some of the most fun and challenging fights in the entire game, which unfortunately most people were unable to experience because of the PSP's ad hoc limitations, and being able to verse each other is always good fun. This about wraps up my list. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to help me out for free, leave a like and subscribe for more FFT content. Best wishes, and I'll see you next time.